Alright, so it's been a while since I actually made a video, but I'm sitting here with some of these knives and finishing them off, so I thought I might show you a very easy, quick tip that I actually learned that makes it so much easier to fill up the tiny little holes that you get in epoxy and wood projects. So these are the ones that I'm actually working on at the moment, and with these knives you get a lot of like small little voids, like, where are we? That one. So you see there's lots of small little holes that you've got to get with. It depends on the timber, some aren't as bad as others, but I have a couple of different ways of actually working on it. You see some of these I've actually filled up already, and the thing that I like to use is this stuff. It is a UV resin, and it works really, really, really well. I used to use this stuff, which is super glue, but super glue works for a bit, but if you have anything that's even slightly deeper, it sort of sucks it all in, and you get a little bit of a bubbling that can happen. But this stuff works so easily. So I've got one here that I'm about to do. I usually do it with two-handed, but I'll show you this one. This hole would usually get filled up with epoxy when I actually set the blanks. So this one is, what is it, yellow box burl, I'm pretty sure. I can't see the screen because it's very bright out here. But that would usually get filled up with epoxy. But when I sanded, I didn't see it till I actually sanded into it and then blew out all of the stuff with air. But I'll show you guys how I usually fix it. So just basically pour it in there, fill up the hole, and then it basically fills it up. And that is pretty much it. It is so easy to use, so quick. And then leave it in the sun, and within a couple minutes that will be perfectly set and easy to go. Alright, so I've got all these ones. They are all holed up. So I've fixed up all the holes in this one, and that's the one that I pointed out earlier. Like I say, it looks a little bit rough and rubbly at the moment, but it really doesn't take very much sanding to be able to get them nice and smooth. Now, I've tried a stack of different methods to stop the holes from actually getting into it. I've tried using pressure pots to put the epoxy in there so it tries to push all together. I've used vacuum pots to try and suck it out. And to be honest, it doesn't fix it enough to warrant going through all the hassle of doing all that. It is so much easier just to fix up the tiny little holes once it actually sits out there. So I sat out there for about an hour and a half this morning, and ones down here done. So they are all holes little filled up. Like I said, there's nothing much wrong with these ones. That one had a tiny little crack in it, and there was a tiny couple little bits there. But like I say, you sit out in the sun and it sets so quickly. So I usually buy it in big tubs like this and then put it into the little ones. And you buy these ones off eBay. I think this tub was about $50. And considering the amount you actually get out of it, there is quite a lot of stuff in here. Like I say, I take it outside and I don't really worry about it. It doesn't take very long at all for it to set really rock hard. But you can also use little UV lamps. Now, I bought this little torch one, but it works, but it's just kind of useless. It will make them set, but it just takes a while for it to actually work. There are far more powerful versions of this that you can use that will work quite well. But like I say, I just sit out in the sun, I do one by one, and it gets through them so quickly, so easily. Now, this is all that it really takes to be able to finish it off, and they are done. So all that void is now all completely filled up, and then once I sand it down, finish it up, it will look flawless. Alright, so I basically got all these ones finished, and it is coming up quite nicely. They look really good, so I'll show you how they look and give you a quick look at how that one came out. So this is the entire batch of the ones that were out there, and as you can see, they've all come up very nice. Like, holes that were tiny are gone, and this just nice and smooth and awesome. But this is the big one that I did. Normally I wouldn't do a hole that's that big, but as you can see, it just comes out perfectly. It's harder than the wood itself, so you can't dig a fingernail into it, and it's just permanent finish on it now. But yeah, it just comes out quite nice and quite well. Like I say, all of them, they just look very nice. Some of these have had holes that were just really annoying, and now they're all smooth and just ready to go. So a very shameless little plug here, but if anybody actually wants one of these, then they're available on my website. These ones are going up there today, so they'll be up there whenever I post this video, and guarantee they'll probably won't last very long. If you look at this video after about a couple of weeks, then I'm pretty sure most of these will be gone, but I'll have new ones up there. They're always new, they're always different, and if you guys have got any questions, ask me down below. Thanks guys.